on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
This next song goes out to the Dragonborn, the savior of Skyrim. How do winds wing? They did darken the sky. His roar furies fire, and his scales sharpened scythes. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. They burned and they bled.
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
New war to wage. And if thou do
You should see me when you get bored.
Fresh
feast
fish.
and bold at bay with our spiced wine.
Hey, wanna play tag? Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
Solitude.
You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered. Right here in Skyrim. My gods, if the dog
The High King's court needs a jester. Not me. No, not Sissy. Next meet a fairy lady, I'll plunge my knife into her belly.
Tag, you're it. Oh, I'm hungry. Can we get some food instead? I'm not playing with you, Kide. You play with me.
I hope the divines have been keeping you well. They seem to when you're around.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Ah, I see you have the wine. And good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
That's...
Our business has concluded, and you're standing in my way.
By the gods, the Emperor has been murdered. On his own ship. Moored in the inlet. It was... a dark brotherhood. There was nothing we could do.
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear south of Dragonbridge. Can't find a trace of them. The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
And he says to the man, "It's not a hoarder, that's my wife." Oh, I love that one. Must oil mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places. Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot. When I next meet that fairy lady, I'll plunge my knife into her belly. Crazy? Cicero?
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks. I've already learned to stay out of Captain Suffolk's.
Yes.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Now I know who you are, and I know your business. Just please, these are good folk we got here.
little outpost. Possible to kill her.
Thought I heard something.
That's the end of that.
Someone there. Over here. Pray to Stendar while you can.
To see you, cat. I'll feed its corpse to my pet rat. hard to reach places.
You're routed!
Die already, so I can take your...
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. No, please. There's no need for that. I'll tell you everything. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Mrs. Marion Merrill. Smiled when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night. Is there singing involved? Dancing? Surely the Dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to cancel. Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot.
course you can buy me a drink. You didn't need to say a word, but I heard you loud.
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers. I hope this deal goes through.
Dear, Cicero will keep you from harm. Sweet mother, forever and always.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Very good.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Okay, there you go.
Well, you done or what?
Need some gold? I may have some work for you. Come here a second.
Got a minute? Yes?
my time. Keep that in mind, will you? I do what's necessary. It wasn't by options were in. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. All right then.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. That's right.
Our sweet lady is
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
and cruel.
I don't have to take that from you. You're mine! Just... scratch! Do your worst! Skyrim...
Must have scared him off. Need to get Mother some flowers. Pretty, pretty flowers. If I chance to see you, cat, I'll feed its corpse to my pet rat. And he says to the dog, "It's not a hoarder, that's my wife." I love that one.
Good. We're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside.
Break that loot.
No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. If you see Carlia, don't hesitate. Kill her.
I'll oblige.
They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. So that's not too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. What it takes is a bit of know-how, a lot of skill. That should do it.
Cicero's hungry. Need a soup.
tension here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. You're not a threat, merely an annoyance. How was that? Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Death will be my Is this too easy? This shouldn't take long. Hardly. Nothing! Bone chimes. Clever. Quick to wake the Draugr, I'd bet. Don't blunder into any of them.
I shall sing of thee in song.
That's the best you can do! I'll spit on your corpse! Yes, yes, what is it now? You're not. That's merely an annoyance. One of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. The only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. Remember, speak only to Anthony. Touch no one else. There isn't much time. What is it?
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you?
And then exploded.
Yes.
What did you do?
Can I help you with anything else? Carlia. Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? No problem. Let me see it. No, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful with... Can I help you with anything else?
What is it? Dragons?
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
I did! Cicero saw a dwarf! There! Oh no, sorry. No dwarf.
I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate the sentiment, I still have to decline. Being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. Do you realize that at a snap of my fingers, I can bring the entire Markarth city guard to my defense? You best rethink this course of action, or you may find yourself on the executioner's block.
To choose to fight. Why then I'll set his clothes alight.
Well, perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel... comfortable discussing my findings with you. Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important. This better be important.
Oh, if I chance to see a cat, I'll feed its corpse to my pet rat.
The Empire didn't think we could take the Reach, but here we are.
By the way, there must be a dozen men of them. Yeah. Order of the Ark. Stop it right there. Then pay with your blood.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. So be it.
Oh, damn you!
Enough!
Not enough. I knew I heard something. I knew I heard something.
You won't get the best of me!
Madness is merry and merriment's might when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night.
Hear me? Dead!
What was that?
Intruder!
I need some help in here.
Think you're bleeding?
Get across me. And I said
Someone there? Over here! Hurry!
now you're mine. Get across me.
Weapons and come quietly. I order the Jarl. Stop right there. Then pay with your blood. Watch it! What are you doing? We are out!
Get across me. Next me, that fair maiden, I'll plunge my knife into her belly.
Crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? It's off to the Signa mine for you.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in it. You got it? Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
What are you in for? Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. Now if you'll excuse me.
You need to not bother me. Get away from me. You're talking to a killer. Remember that.
I left behind my daughter, who you should just serve your time. Find an ore vein and start digging. Now if you'll excuse me.
Prison's not so bad. Murder, bandit, guards. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real
You're not
killers.
in here for life.
Until next time.
I am.
You're not getting anything from me.
I sense presence.
Never should have stopped.
Build something.
yard. Stop right there. It's off to the...
All right, prisoner. There's no rest. You got it? Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
Behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
The new meat. So
How old is
soft.
my daughter now?
What was it? Never should have come here.
I saw that.
Who's?
You won't get away with that.
Pray to Stendar while you can.
Show me what you got. Hey! Die, damn you!
What do you hear now? The new meat. So soft. The new meat. So soft. Tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? The new meat. So soft. Tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? The new meat. So soft. Tender. What was it like killing your... Magic. Great. Until next. Never should have come here.
I saw that.
This should be
Please, a thief! Please, stop! Thief! Over here! Fight them a thief!
Other prisoners get sent. Whenever I get out of here, I'm gonna kill a Nord.
The yard. Stop right there. Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stones. You
I did! Cicero saw a dwarf! There!
Let me know if you want. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Back? Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes.
Crazy. Cicero. That's madness.
I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enthir? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enthir. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enthir. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word.
Cicero is hungry.
Listen, all I want is the... If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have
We
further
must hasten
need
to
of me,
Riften
you
before
can find
Mercer
me
can
in
do
the
any more
college.
damage to the guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh?
Just say the word if you need.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
What brings you to Balamon today? Repair? Take a look. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Ruffians and cutthroats abound.
If you need any more
Finally, some
Looking at the Riften fishery. Tough. But it put some coin in my pocket.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Well, some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Aye.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelly.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
Why then they'll set his clothes alight.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Dallas's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. Can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from our vault for years. Before he was murdered.
Then, Mercer opened up a vault with these two keys. It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it... We picked it.
We didn't need to.
What's she all about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
Use my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
It's yours. It's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Must I leave the sword?
If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Got lots of jobs available. Interested?
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Careful at Mercer's place. Don't want to lose anyone else in that madman.
Can't believe he emptied the vault.
Wait, I know you.
That old woman who runs the village has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there?
Madness is merry and merry in smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night.
Is someone there?
allowed. Finally.
Doris, got us dead!
That'll get across me. Cicero never understood thieves, really. Take someone's things before you kill them. And I
What's that?
I dare Mercer to come back here. Sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
We've scoured the town enough. Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good, and set up for life. Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Next we meet live.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, time has come
Hey,
to decide.
good to see you.
Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. But I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
You have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone.
Mother?
I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Is that your voice?
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
No, just my head playing tricks. Oh, foolish Cicero.
Hey, let's talk.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. This way, please.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong with you? I can almost hear you growl fire.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest. I'm certainly not religious. Why do you need me?
You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear hesitant to don your nightingale. Let's try.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear hesitant to don your nightingale. It's troubling you.
Wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road. I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You appear ready for the oath.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Cicero is
Beyond this
hungry.
gate is the first step to becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the circle.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road. I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
And I said to the maker, you're a faker. But if that's your wish, I'll oblige.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same Carlyle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless. I'm afraid that's impossible. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence. And whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go... Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild. Carlyle and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do. Maybe even one of the best. But it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Look, everyone in the Guild admires what you've done. Maybe they won't come out and simply tell you, but I promise you it's true. And now they know Mercer never genuinely cared about the Guild. He lacked the loyalty you obviously possess. I can't think of anyone better. Ha! Spoken like the leader of the Thieves Guild. Just don't lose yourself in the role. We have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthand. Carlyle and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Until next we meet, lad.
Corpse to